Asparagus turbo. What's up, guys? I hope that you're having an awesome day today. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we're gonna be making a pumpkin spice granola for the holidays, and I'm super excited to make it. But first, before we get into that, I wanna give you a little bit of an update of what I've been up to lately. So I just finished a retreat. Well, there's been a lot going on lately, actually. There's the Big Island Fruit Fest. I just got back from Woodstock like a couple months ago, and it just was like, hit the ground running. We had the Big Island Fruit Fest, which was 2 weeks, and then the retreat that I did with Christine, it was like basically the last day of that festival. So it was just like, go, go, go. But it was probably one of the best weeks of my life. Working with Christine was amazing. And her and I have kind of like a similar, more like chill personality type, and I think we attract those kind of people. And everyone that came was just so incredible, and they were like friends almost overnight. It was amazing. We picked everybody up from the airport, and then like it was nighttime, and then the next morning everybody wakes up and they're all having breakfast together, and I'm like it seems like these guys have known each other forever. So anyway, we're gonna be doing another retreat, which I'm really excited about. It's happening in February. If you wanna get more information about it, you can go to meganelizabeth.com/retreat. So let's get into the recipe. For this recipe, you will need 4 cups of quick oats, 1 cup of maple syrup, 2 cups of raisins, 1.5 tablespoons of pumpkin spice, 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of sea salt, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, and 1 cup of sliced almonds. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna do is make sure that you go preheat your oven to 350. And then we are going to be setting some of the ingredients aside and then mixing some of them right now to be baked. So you're gonna set aside your raisins and mix them in afterwards. And I tried this recipe baking with and without the raisins. And let me tell you, when you bake the raisins with the granola, they blow up into like weird little balls and try like to become a grape again, and it's kind of sad. So anyway, so set your raisins aside and your sea salt. The reason I like to put the sea salt on afterwards is because I feel like when you mix salt in with a recipe and with fat and stuff like that, the salt can kind of get lost, and then you have to keep adding a lot more salt. And if you put it on closer to the end, then it could be more on the outside and you don't need to add as much salt. So it's good. So basically what we're gonna be doing is taking everything else and mixing it together in a bowl. Wow, it smells really good. It smells like Christmas, but Thanksgiving. Okay, so next in with the vanilla. I accidentally got that on my finger earlier and tasted it. I thought it was maple syrup, I was so excited, but it was really gross. And so the last thing that we're gonna put in is the coconut oil. Now, I know some of you guys are like, man, there's oil. You kind of have to have oil if you're gonna store it and you want it to last, and also to give it that crunchiness. So the reason that I like making my own granola is because I can choose what oil I'm putting in it. I can choose how much is going in it, so I can have lower fat than if I'm just buying granola at the store. And yeah, I can also choose what the fat is gonna be. And coconut oil is good for higher heats, so that's good. But yeah, you know, you can try and make it without oil, see what happens. Okay, so we're just gonna put it directly on the pan. You can use parchment paper with this, but because it has some oil in it, it's gonna be fine. It probably will not stick at all. And it's best to use a bigger pan, but I actually left all of my pans and my parchment paper at the retreat center, except for this one. So just spread it out as evenly as possible, and we're gonna be putting it in the oven and then checking it after about 15 minutes, giving it a flip, and then popping it back in for another 15 minutes or so. Basically, you want it to be crunchy and very dry. Alright guys, so I think I baked it for about 40 minutes, and you could definitely bake it less if you have a bigger pan so that you have more space. But what you're looking for is for it to be crumbly and dry, because that way it will store well. and it's not gonna go bad. So a little over a week ago, I made a batch and I stored it in a mason jar. It does fill up a 64-ounce mason jar, this recipe. So it's perfect for storing in there. And what we're gonna be doing now is just putting this into the bowl and then mixing in our last 2 ingredients. So make sure that you're careful and you don't burn yourself. Our raisins. Wow, that looks so pretty now with the raisins. And let's get our salt in there as well. Okay, what do you think, guys? Should we do a taste test? Make sure I get a little bit of everything here. That's really good. It's super crunchy. There's a lot of different things that you guys can do with this granola. You could put it into a smoothie bowl. You could take it hiking with you. You could just eat it as cereal if you wanted to. Just put some soy milk or some kind of nut milk and it would be super delicious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep filling up my jar and probably finish this over the course of a week. I'm really excited actually to share this with people on Thanksgiving too. So I hope that you guys make this recipe. I hope that you enjoy it. Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, please comment down below and request other recipes that you would like me to make and any other videos that you would like for me to make as well. And also just a reminder about the retreat. If you guys would like to join me for the retreat happening here in Hawaii in February, you can go to meganelizabeth.com/retreat and check out all the info. And shoot me a message. There's a quick application that you can fill out to get in touch with me, and we will be choosing people basically as they apply, and they do fill up really quickly, so make sure that if you'd like to go, that you apply right away. meganelizabeth.com/retreat. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.